Common mistakes we're all guilty of that drain our wallets. Hi, I'm Zohaib Haroon. I'm a licensed chartered professional accountant. And in this video, we're going to be talking about, what are the common mistakes that people are making, and because of it, their wealth and especially money is not growing. So my analogy is that, through savings, you can only save so much. The real money that basically you get to, actually enjoy is when you spend less. So this is the most difficult thing for most people, that they always end up, engaging in, these acts which I'm about to mention, that end up taking more money out of their wallets. Well, let's get into it. Number one, investing money where you don't understand, or you let somebody else run your finances. That is a very common mistake, that always some kind of opportunity is being brought up by, maybe a good friend or a family member or somebody who does not. They will present that opportunity to you in the beginning, but then again, they don't really know the full implications of it. And then often and not, that if you were to manage your own finances and invest it, you would probably would do a much better job than letting somebody else run your finances in terms of investing your money for you. So just be really careful in terms of who you take financial advice from. Number two, avoid eating out unnecessarily. When you eat out unnecessarily, this is a very common but a big problem. When you look to see how much money you spend in a month, you can easily spend at least $1,000 to $1,500 a month just eating outside, if not more. Then so what you want to do is you want to cook at home or eat at home or whatever that is. So that basically is one aspect that drains people's wallets. Don't buy an expensive car, unless you really, have the means to, and you really set yourself up. Most people, the biggest common mistake which they make is that they buy expensive cars too early on, into their careers, or, emotional buying decisions. So avoid this, because ultimately the second that car leaves the lot, it's already depreciated 10% of its value, and it is a depreciating asset. Next point. Taking unnecessary trips in terms of vacations. We all, have a tendency to get burnt out in terms of work. So we definitely do need breaks. So, there's different analogies. Some people, they'll take one vacation a year. Some people, they might do two, every 6 months. And some people, the luxury ones, they probably would take one every 3 months, depending on what it is. So what I've noticed, when a person goes on these trips, especially with inflation in this day and age, the second, it's really easy to get caught up and spend anywhere from $3,000 or $4,000 to $8,000 or $10,000 within just for that vacation. Now that's a setback in income that you potentially could have had that money to maybe invest or start a business, or maybe buy, save for maybe a real estate. Now that money is no longer yours because you already took that vacation, and you're out of that money, unfortunately. Next one is items on sale. A lot of times, we as humans, we've been, trained that, hey, if there's a sale on, that we have to, take full advantage of that sale to try to save money, which is all good. But the main problem is, a lot of times when you buy these sale items, more than often, times you end up buying, items which we don't need. And then ultimately what that leads to, it's better to maintain a minimalistic lifestyle, and where, when you have less quality, and that tends to last you longer. And these items potentially, you can, use in the future as well. Next point is fashion items, trending items. So when you basically just look at fashion items, we're all guilty of looking good and being a certain way. Then if you buy certain types of clothes, if you buy higher quality items, then they will last you longer, as opposed to something that maybe is not that high quality. And especially when things are trending, the main problem with that approach is that maybe you'll get something that's in style, but 3 months later, 2 months later, it's no longer in style. And then next thing you see, that piece of item is basically not any use to you. So that is where a lot of money does end up getting wasted. So there you have it, guys. This is just the common mistakes that average people in day-to-day lives basically make, that basically holds them back in terms of making and saving money. And you know what? Please try to avoid these mistakes, and you know what, for a better financial future. So this was today's video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye guys.